might lecture on things or go more in depth on things because I think that helps you gain a better understanding of how it works. But the depth in which you're going to be examined, tested on, is not necessarily the same depth in which we cover. So again, I'm looking for broad, general things. So on the exam, when we talk about photosynthesis, you won't be asked necessarily, what is the exact pathway and how exactly does an excited electron pull in hydrogen ions. You won't necessarily need to know the exact pathway of that, but what you will need to know is that an electron is excited. It goes through a process in which it pulls in hydrogen ions as it's transferred around, and that it creates ATP and NADPH. Way less complex than what you see in the picture, right? And on Friday evening, I will be uploading the lecture slides that we have. But let's see. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. But like this right here. This is far more complex than you would be tested on. And like I said, in class, you don't necessarily need to know everything that's on here. I kind of walked you through what I would like you to know. But the reality is, this only makes up, 5 to 6 questions. Not even like photosynthesis itself, but photosynthesis and cellular respiration may only make up, 8 questions on the exam. So don't spend your entire focus in studying on, just photosynthesis or just cellular respiration. Like remember, and that's sort of why we're going to do what we're going to do today. Remember that we have 2 other chapters that we've covered, and I'm looking for like the basic understandings from each of those chapters. I'm looking for that energy for plants is acquired from sunlight. I want you to know how. Energy for humans is acquired through cellular respiration. I want you to understand like the basics of that. I want you to understand then the basics of the macromolecules, right? So why are carbs important? Why are proteins important? Why are fats important? And nucleic acids are important. There's depth to that, but I don't necessarily I don't need to know, or I don't need you to know the real deep understandings of it. What I need you to know is why they're important and how they function. So don't get overwhelmed. We do have a lot to cover for the test, and there is going to be, 3 chapters covered. But I'm not expecting, perfect understanding of each of these systems, if that makes sense. With that being said, we are going to spend some time today doing a Jeopardy game. When we're done with the game, we will end class. And so it's going to be fun. It's going to give you, there will be some depth in here to help remind you of some of the processes or the things that go on. But for the most part, I've structured it so that way it is kind of tailored towards the amount of thinking or the depth of complexity that I would expect. There are a few difficult answers in there that are to get you thinking, but for the most part, it is oriented to studying across these previous 2 chapters before energy. And so I'd like you to get into 4 different groups, like we did last time. You are not to be in a group with people you were before. So whoever you were with last time, I only want, it might come down to a numbers thing, but only one other person from your last group can be in your new group.
Alrighty then. Would you be alright if we had the first friend lights off so that's easier to see the screen?
And this is going to get blown up too.
Because last time the lens flare took over the screen.
It's still it's still
Dylan, are you videoing this?
Yes. And I'm going to mix things up too. So I'm going to add some extra mixing ups of different things. We don't have enough for 4 people. one group might just have to deal with 3.
There's 3.
Let's say, Cammy, can you come up to this front group? We have 4, 4, 3, 3. All right. I think we will be good.
No. Oh, I thought you did. No, I was just because I was like, how did this happen? I don't know how to Great. I look at studying for clinical. Yeah, I already went to.
Okay. We started with group 1 back there last time, right? Right here.
No, we did
last.
So yeah.
Okay. So group 1 is going to be back right corner. 2, 3, 4. Group 1 gets their first pick of fruit or veggies. I think there something I did not look at last time, but there are more.
What?
Oh, and there's animals.
There's a dolphin.
So
so many now.
just throw out something random and it might be there.
What? What, the lemon?
You want to be a lemon. Okay, let's see if there is there? Oh, there is. Okay.
Wow, when you highlight that, it is just gone.
It's gone.
Yeah,
We
Love
want to be the onion.
You want to be the onion. Okay.
That was my favorite.
Funny satirical newspaper.
Looks like garlic, actually.
Yeah.
I love garlic fries.
You want an owl?
Yeah, because why?
Whoa. There's broccoli. Pumpkin. Why is the pumpkin
That pass it? Why are they?
Alexis. Who is she?
Why did they add people with names? Like that's just that's weird. Where did the owl go?
That's who we should have been.
One more?
Right there. Right there.
Ow.
Okay.
We love the giraffe. Yeah, he's really Meerkat. They all have names.
Okay.
I was always gonna pick the giraffe.
We're gonna start with team 1 and we'll go clockwise from there. So team 1, you get to start. Oh, if you can't see, we have macronutrients, carbs, macronutrients, lipids, macronutrients, proteins, and macronutrients, nucleic acids. And as I'm saying that, I realized I did a misspelling in all those. They're macromolecules. It's great. We have cells 1 and cells 2.
We should go with what's closest to memory. Should we try to decide?
That's closest to your memory.
Okay, cells what? 1 or 2, and I need a number of 100 to 500.
What's the the number of cells? Cells 1. Oh, oh.
3 basic traits are shared across all cells. What are they? You have 15 seconds remaining. Yes, this was a quiz question, by the way.
It was?
Yep.
Oh, it was the multiple choice. That's right. I was like, I knew it when we took the quiz.
Your time is up. Do you have an answer? Give me 2 and guess the third. My next group? I need them snappy.
Reproduction, growth, And
Next group.
what movement? I didn't even get a chance to finish.
The fish and acquisition, cell membrane or the wall and cytoplasm.
There we go.
Oh, I definitely.
Outer membrane, genetic material, and cytoplasm.
Oh. There's no nucleus. They listed 4.
Josh said he said nucleus or genetic
I feel
information.
better now.
It counts. This is my owl team.
Yeah, that makes sense why you didn't let me finish it then. I get it now.
I was like,
I really did think it was the one that was like, they all can reproduce, they all
Yeah.
can move, or
okay, which one do you want to do?
I can't remember. Last time did we start with the team that? No, we just kept
we
going.
just kept going around.
Okay.
Carbs for 200.
What?
Carbs for 200.
Okay. Glucose has 3 fates. One of the fates is to be stored as glycogen. What are the other 2?
They can be stored as fat or they can be used as energy.
There we go.
Nice.
Immediate energy or fat storage. And this is my onions.
Yeah, it is. Give us a happy little onion.
All right, group. Owl.
What are the 3? Is there 3 things?
Yeah. Proteins.
4.
Let's go with 300.
The structure where a protein takes on a 3D shape is called the blank structure.
That doesn't feel like it's
15 seconds remaining.
You're doing a good job.
4, 3, 2, 1. Next group. Rowdy, wake me up.
Oh, I understand.
Next group.
What's the number of blanks you made? Because I noticed little lines between.
Oh, that's just the software did that. So that's no. I added. Yeah. Anyways, you guys have anything?
No. Is it the R structure?
Nope.
Oh.
The answer is the tertiary structure.
Oh.
So this is the one where I kind of give you a mnemonic where you can think about it like a primary structure has like no shape, it's just nucleotides. A secondary structure kind of is 2D, and then your tertiary is where it becomes 3-dimensional. So you can remember 3D tertiary.
That's right. That makes sense. I just forgot to study that.
It's okay. This is, remember, the exam is not till next Wednesday, so this is helping you to kind of get those brain juices flowing on what to study for.
Good call.
Group number, our group, giraffes. What would you like? Cells? Which one?
3.
No, 1 or 2.
We have 1 or 2.
Let's do 1.
Archaea and bacteria are the main prokaryotic organisms. Where do archaea typically live?
Oh, no, I don't.
They contain cytoplasm, but they do not live there. Next group.
Is it like in a volcano or those crazy places where they can't get through?
There we go. Archaea typically live in harsh or extreme environments. This is why there are so little studies done on them. It's because when they're taken, you have to go find the environment, as well as they don't do well surviving outside their, preferred.
Wait. Oh, yeah. I thought they were the...
Yes.
All right, my lemon heads. What would you like?
He's like...
He's like this. That's what I was looking.
Yeah, he's so cute. I love him.
So sorry.
Yeah. It's like,
There are 3 kinds of lipids. What are they? $15 seconds remaining.
as best as I can. I'm gonna be honest. Usually for the quizzes, my body was there, but my soul was not.
We got one.
All right, I need an answer.
Nope.
All right, next group.
Is it fats, phospholipids, and sterols?
There we go.
Oh. See, my brain was like, yeah, we know 3 of these and nothing.
Yeah.
3 things that are going to be on this test and nothing else.
All right, onions.
Oh,
Do I know it?
Let's do if it's 300.
A true fat is made up of 2 key parts. What are both of those parts?
Oh, okay. Is it? Here, 1 second.
15 seconds remaining.
Sounds right. Is it like the hydrophilic head and the hydrophobic tail? Is it that, or is that phospholipids?
Next group.
I think it's
I'm looking for the names of the 2 components.
There's another. So.
Next group.
Good guess.
They're made up of hydrogen and carbons
So you were right.
in some way, but they have specific names. Nothing? Okay. My last group.
Oh, they're made up of 2.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Glycerol and fatty acid chains.
Oh, which isn't that head and tail? That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yes, but in true fats, the head and tail are both hydrophobic.
Did I explain what I said? Was that a phospholipid though?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, but they're still made out of a glycerol head.
That's
It's
what I
phosphoglycerol head.
Did you get those? Nice.
All right. Owls.
Yeah.
Man, last time everyone was going for those 500s right off the bat.
We feel sad about this section. Yeah. That's true.
I need a tile for you guys.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Some carbohydrates are indigestible. Name one.
Chittens?
Yeah, that's
Chitin.
Yeah.
Chitin is the correct answer, or fiber. I would. Cellulose is chitin.
What was the
But yeah,
question?
that's what you said. That's what you said.
What's that?
What was the question?
Name an
Indigestible
You are owls.
Who's giraffe? Oh, you guys are giraffe.
They have a carb that you can't
It's just a mix it up.
Giraffes.
Yeah.
Carbs for 400.
Lactose is a disaccharide made up of what 2 simple sugars?
And sucrose.
It is not. That is table sugar. Well, actually, table sugar is sucrose. It's made up of fructose and glucose.
Yeah. I think it's.
You guys, I need an answer.
Go for it.
Believe in yourself.
Glucose and fruit.
Fructose.
That is table sugar. That is sucrose.
Same thing.
Is it glucose and galactose?
It is glucose and galactose.
I was on.
Nice.
I was
It
gonna- I was
sounds
like-
like galactose.
I was like.
All right. You guys are lemons.
Yeah, too.
What would you like?
I was like, I don't know. That was it.
Okay, let's try cells. What was 1 and 100?
What is a cell? This one I'll accept as long if the answer is close to what I'm looking for. I'll accept it.
Alright, it's the smallest unit of life.
Okay.
like living things.
Something like that.
Okay.
I am missing a part.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Yes. It's got characteristics that are shared across all other cells.
All I remembered was small.
Yeah.
And egg.
Yes, as long as you didn't say the second smallest, we were fine. So, lemons get 100. All right, onions.
Well, I don't know. Sure, whatever you think.
Carbs
300. All right, a polysaccharide is a long chain of simple sugars. Name a common polysaccharide.
So like rice? Would that be like
I'm
a complex carb like brown rice?
Those have complex polysaccharides. I'm looking for, there's one or two that we kind of talk about.
Oh, yeah.
My next group.
Oh no, no problem.
Whole wheat bread.
Don't, you guys are thinking way too general as far as like food.
That's exactly where I thought it was
Yep.
Oh shucks.
Yeah. No, just that. Glycogen.
Close.
Nope, not close enough.
Yeah.
Is it technically a
You don't
polysaccharide? You know what? I think I'll accept that as a polysaccharide.
Good one.
Reason being is it is a long chain of carbons that are broken down for energy.
What did you say? So what is the actual?
Glycogen.
What is the answer?
The one I put on there is cellulose or starch.
So if I said potato, would you?
Bread.
300 for our giraffes. Yes, bread contains starch. Potatoes contain starch.
Yeah. I'm fine with it. As long as we get.
All right. Owls. Your pick.
Is it ours?
Yeah, didn't wait. You guys just picked that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's ours.
I'm only doing Cells 1,500.
Yes.
What is the endosymbiosis theory?
There's literally like 3 different slides on this.
That's why it's a 500 question. Actually, I think there was like 2 slides.
Do we need the steps or you just?
I remember the
I want to hear. If you're close, you're close, and I'll give it to you.
It's a theory that all the cells are in existence already, and they're just replicated through the ages. Like we have our parent cells, they have their parent cells, all the way back.
That is not the endosymbiosis theory. It is a good thing to remember, but it is not the endosymbiosis theory.
It's prokaryotic cells turning into eukaryotic cells.
What specifically, if you can answer me, what specifically 2 organelles that the endosymbiosis theory incorporates, then I'll give it to you. Two organelles in specific.
The Golgi apparatus.
Next group.
I also don't.
Okay. Final group.
I don't know.
It is the theory of how the mitochondria mitochondria in the chloroplast came to be inside a host cell. So if we talked about it, it is believed that chloroplasts and mitochondria were previously singular organisms that worked closely together with a host cell and over time they were incorporated into that host cell.
I just want to sit there.
Wait.
Okay. Well, I would chloroplast. That's
So, easy way to remember endosymbiosis is endo is within, symbiosis is working together for mutual benefit, right? So if you remember,
Venom.
there you go. Actually, is the new one out yet?
Yeah.
I watched in theaters.
Is it good?
Pretty good.
I was disappointed.
Very Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Venom. The new Venom movie.
Stop left.
Go on the right. Morgan's got a really good solution for you. Just do the other thing.
Who is next? My giraffes.
Nucleic acids.
Let's go.
Crazy.
What are the 3 components that make up a nucleic acid? This is something that will be on the exam.
Oh
All of this is going to be on the exam.
no. Okay.
But this is something important. This is one of those broad topics I was talking about. Like when we talk about nucleic acids, I'm asking like, what are they? 2 seconds.
What is it?
Next group.
It burns something.
It burns something?
It's acid.
We built that one day, wasn't it?
What's that?
We built them that one day.
Did we build any
I
nucleic
don't
acids?
know. I just remember building those.
I mean,
Yeah, the
kind of.
family.
Next group.
Carbohydrate, hydrogen, nitrogen.
Oh.
Next group.
Oh. Now I remember what you're talking about.
He was close.
That was a good guess. Yeah, that was a really good guess. I do not have a
Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen.
Those components do make up some of it. A sugar, a phosphate, and a nitrogen
I
base.
do remember reading.
So if you remember what nucleic acids
Because
are
it's like-
for,
It's like
Sugar.
okay. Yeah.
right?
We did build this.
Did
Well,
we?
we drew it. We had like a picture on the chart, or like on the
We
slides.
built the little thingies.
Yeah, I remember that. I just don't remember if I put a nucleic acid in there or not.
Oh, that's so annoying. I remember now. And there's like a little line off, and it made a little like.
So nucleic acids are the building blocks of DNA, right? Sweet. Okay, lemons.
Oh. Cells for 300.
Cells.
So
Well,
2 there.
there's only.
Yeah.
What 3 organelles make up the endomembrane system? This also was on the quiz.
And I got it wrong. I think.
I even tried to go easy too. I put 2 things incorrect on it. It was a true/false question. It was like
Oh,
true.
This one was the one I could not find on the slides. Not because it wasn't there, but because my eyes didn't work.
Yeah, because the title of the slides was named.
Endomembrane.
Yeah.
Yep, I know. I looked for it like 4 different times and I could not find it.
Did you find the updated slides?
Yes.
When
Yes.
I sent out.
No, it was just 100% my fault. I just couldn't find it.
You guys have 0 seconds. I need an answer.
Not confident.
Believe in yourself.
We're just gonna guess mitochondria, Golgi apparatus.
Next
So
group.
guesses. What was the Don't skip us, please.
You have 5 seconds. 4.
Yeah, okay.
3.
Mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, and
Next group.
yeah.
Is it a smooth, the rough, and the cold?
Yes.
Oh,
The rough and smooth ER in the Golgi apparatus. Remember, guys, the endomembrane system is our factory within the cell. It takes information from the nucleus. It builds our fats. It builds our proteins. And then the Golgi apparatus is our FedEx or UPS or USPS, whatever you want it to be. But it ships, it labels the proteins in the fats that were built. So it is a transport, just delivery system. A good way of thinking of the endomembrane system is not 100% of the time, but for the most part, it is a system that is trying to get contents to the membrane. So its goal is usually to send stuff outside the cell. Sometimes it sends it inside, but for the most part, it is trying to send things to the membrane. And so if you remember that smooth and rough ERs, they build things. Rough ER builds proteins, smooth ER builds like sterols and hormones and lipids. It then sends it to the Golgi apparatus, which then is trying to send it out, right? So it's production and delivery. You guys got it, right? 300 points. You guys are owls. The owls take a lead by 200 points. Next, who's
Take it. Oh, is it us?
I think it's you guys to pick.
Let's do proteins for 200.
Proteins for 200. Man, people are shying away from those 5 and 4s. What is an essential amino acid?
Like define it or give an example of it.
Not an example necessarily. I want to know. Okay, clarify. Why are they considered essential amino acids?
They're a protein that our bodies don't produce on their own, so we have to get them from outside.
There we go.
Nice.
An amino acid that is not created by the body, therefore we must obtain it elsewhere.
It was nice to hear a
Okay. And the onions tie it up.
Wow.
We still have big point questions, so it's anyone's game. Owls. Sterols regulate what? You have 10 seconds.
I know that I like looked through these lists.
A little too specific. Next group.
Wow.
Okay.
And like
The 2 words I was looking for, growth and development.
Oh, I thought it was metabolism.
Growth and, growth, if something regulates growth, your metabolism has to increase, right, for that, so you're not too far off. All right, the giraffes make a good comeback. You guys are now at 800 points. It's anybody's, like I said, it's anybody's game. And look who it is, the giraffes.
Let's do cells 1 for 400.
Big things.
What is the biggest difference between a eukaryote and a prokaryote?
Prokaryotes are not quite developed, and eukaryotes are like fully functioning. Prokaryotes is like the bad kernel, and eukaryotes is the good kernel.
I'm looking for a specific difference between the two. One crucial difference. Next group.
Like the difference between cell membrane and cell. Eukaryotes are on like plants and animals and work like developed organisms, and prokaryotes are in bacteria and archaea.
Next group.
Which is
Eukaryotes are plants and prokaryotes are animals.
Previous group just said that. You guys are like right there, right around it. You guys are so close. What I'm looking for is that a eukaryote has a nucleus. It's in the name.
You say it's in the name?
Yep. Prokaryote means before kernel. Eukaryote means good kernel, and the kernel they're referring to is the nucleus.
But the kernel isn't it's not named.
Wait, can we
Okay.
Which one had the nucleus?
What's that?
That's why it's
Eukaryotes have a nucleus. And we're over to the lemons.
Well, we really cleared cells out. And then didn't want to touch it anymore.
I need a tile.
A what?
A tile.
He needs oh, an answer?
I need you to pick one.
Yeah, the self.
Cells 2, I assume.
Define osmosis.
Don't say Jones.
I watched that show growing up.
It's really crazy.
Oh, that's
Huh? I know that's. I think I know.
15 seconds remain. 10 seconds remain. I'm just gonna start.
I think so.
5 seconds remain.
So the white blood cells pass.
Next group.
Is it when like water or something like that passes through a semi-permeable membrane without any help?
Okay. Which way does the water flow?
It flows. Oh, it flows from outside in through the hydrophilic layer and then gets trapped inside. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Right.
It's not exactly what I'm looking
Well,
for.
can you tell me what you're looking for and I'll say it back to you.
Next group. Rowdy, you asked for the next group.
Huh? I think it was. That's what I remember.
You're there. I just need to know.
You could just count it as there.
I need an answer.
Water flowing through semi-permeable objects from greater quantities to less quantities.
Yes.
It's actually greater
Next
concentration.
group, we got.
Moving water towards higher solute concentrations.
Yeah.
What? That's what
No.
water flows in.
Like I said, you were right there. But you need to know that osmosis isn't just a free flowing of water for no reason. Osmosis is water going towards places of higher solute.
Okay. Like semi-permeable membrane.
Yes. A semi-permeable membrane just means it's a membrane that water can flow through. 100. All right. Onions.
Oh. Somebody else picked it. I picked it last time.
Let's do Proteins 500.
Proteins 500. Okay.
Oh no. I don't even know what.
Come up to the board and draw a basic amino structure.
Oh my god.
Is that,
Wait, down or draw?
is that the art structure?
Come up to the board and draw an amino structure.
You want to do it, Dylan? Okay. I can try to do it. I don't feel hungry. I'll have to go to the room.
No.
And die.
Someone decides.
Okay, I don't even know what I'm remembering.
Yeah.
I'll give you a couple more seconds to draw.
Oh yeah. That's nice. That. And then. No. That's all I'm gonna. I don't know.
It's very close.
Yeah, I'm always really
100%.
close.
Next group. You can just draw based off the structure.
What?
Up there if you want.
Okay, it's fine. I'm not competitive right now. I think that's it. Oh well. It's not that close. I don't feel like that about it.
You did pretty good.
Yeah, for not having looked at it in the movies. But I know.
That is incorrect. My next group.
Oh, whatever. I'm getting too good.
Wait.
No.
No.
You walked away.
How close is this?
How close is this?
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep, look.
No,
this is
that's
the
what I
same
drew.
micro.
You can look.
Yeah.
Look. It's a mess.
I don't know.
Hold on,
if
this is not my final answer.
Reviewed that.
I refuse.
Okay,
How did we
that's
get
my
like
final.
this? And then let's go.
Not right.
Next group. Dang it. So very, very, very close. Just right there. Josh is over here kicking himself.
Yeah. Now that I've done it, I
I
know. I was
Yeah,
trying to
go
remember
for it.
how I spelled it.
Oxygen.
What? You guys are the left, right over there.
Keep there's some oxygen off to the right. Just go double bond
3,
to the O.
2,
Sorry.
1.
Oh.
I was didn't explain that.
That is correct.
Yeah. I feel like we should get some points.
You guys are lemons, right?
Yeah.
It was 500.
Oh wow.
They just. Oh.
Boom.
Wow.
Anybody's game.
Yeah, you guys are live. We could talk about
That was some good productive, like, sequencing there we had going on.
What?
Yeet. Yeet. All right, you guys pick. Did you guys pick it?
Yeah.
It's your turn. Come on, Nehemiah, let's go.
Terrible. What do you guys want?
3, 2.
Pick something.
400.
Nice.
What is the role of a ribosome?
I'll hang you with mine with that one.
Is it on the quiz?
There was one where you asked us to list them all something, and I don't remember what it was that you're asking for.
I think it probably might have been.
I didn't feel like it was a ribosome.
I don't think it was either.
But it might have been, I guess.
No.
What? No. Oh yeah, it was the very last. It was the very last question. That was the quiz we just did. What?
Oh, I asked for vacuum.
Wait, what did you ask me?
And
Did we just restart our
No, we didn't. I need an answer right now.
Oh, okay.
It creates and regulates its own DNA and RNA.
Oh, good answer.
That is not what it does, though.
No.
But it does that.
It does that, but that's not its role in the cell.
What?
Well, we were.
And it doesn't really create it either. Like,
Somebody else can do.
Protein is like desynthesized. I don't think we talked about
you said proteins are synthesized?
Yeah.
They are not desynthesized. You're on the right track.
Creates proteins?
Huh?
Creates proteins?
It creates protein!
Oh well. I Whenever I think of ribosomes, for no reason my brain says squiggly line.
And the lemons take the lead. That's a comeback right there. All right. Giraffes.
There's no advantage.
Cells.
Okay.
500.
Let's do it. Microtubules determine the cellular shape and what other thing within the cell?
And how the cell divides.
That is microfilaments.
How's a cell divides? It determines how the cell divides.
And
Yes.
size.
Oh.
I need an answer.
Size.
Second day.
All I could think of was strength.
Oh, we did say you moved on.
You made eye contact with me and said
I
size.
don't have eye
I'm
contact.
counting that.
Go for it.
No.
Three,
We already have.
2,
We already did have.
1.
Yeah,
Oh, transformation.
All right. The movement of organelles. So remember microtubules? We talked about them. They act as that transport system, so the organelles aren't just free floating, and they don't have little rotors on them that get them to where they need to go. Microtubules act as kind of like a zip line between different things.
That makes sense.
Okay.
You're not giving it a test?
No.
We just chose
Nope.
Oh,
Lemons
Lemon.
in the lead. Don't mess up.
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Do a 100. Give us all a little breather.
I picked the last time.
3,
Okay, well,
2.
Nucleic acid's 500.
Oh,
Let's just
shit.
get
Oh my
Right.
RNA has its own special nucleic acid that replaces thymine. What is it?
I remember this one.
See exactly what you
I'm not sure how to say it. It starts with a U, I think. And is it like Urus?
There you go. Uracil.
Okay.
Alright.
That's how you do it. It just sounds nice.
And lemons take a substantial lead.
Good job.
Onions.
That was the already.
We can do hundreds. Just get them all. Or not. We can do 400s.
I don't know. That's gonna focus
Whichever.
on fine.
Nice. Good job.
Endo and exocytosis is the movement of molecules where?
Are you asking where it happens or where they're moving it to?
Where they're moving it to. Where
Okay.
they're moving it.
Because I think endocytosis is it's moving things inside of the cell. Exocytosis is it's moving things outside of the cell.
I'll take it. It's through the cellular membrane.
Oh. Did you know that?
I was gonna guess something.
Oh, I should have
thing,
said
but
that.
no, you're good.
Okay.
You just, I wasn't sure about it. I wasn't sure about it, and I was like, I seem like you know what
I'm kidding. Thank you so much for thinking.
Proteins 4.
Why are enzymes important? I'm also going to share this
Oh, you are?
via URL, so you'll be able to see it, access it if you want it.
Sweet. That's nice.
You have 5 seconds.
Well, did I share last time? Did he? I didn't notice it last time.
They break down.
Next group.
Down proteins.
Next group.
chemical reactions. Break down.
They
sugars.
regulate or something.
They're important to chemical reactions. Why?
They initiate them. Like cause chemical reactions to happen.
All except because I did say in lecture they do play a role in initiating chemical reactions. They have 2 roles. They bring down the energy which is required to start a chemical reaction, and in doing so, they also speed up or allow chemical reactions to happen. So that's 300 for our giraffes. That was a weird noise.
That was really weird. It was like a gong. Is that 400?
Was it 400?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
All right. Lemons.
Sour patch.
We didn't choose.
that one.
Well,
That was that one.
Oh,
Well,
my bad.
Well, we have high ground now.
Let's do lipids for 400.
Phospholipids are crucial to cellular membranes because their heads are blank and their tails are what?
I already.
Yeah. So the heads are hydrophilic and the tails are hydrophobic.
All right.
Just scare me.
Here we go.
You're so welcome.
From last to second. Let's go. Man, we saw like a gigantic shift from no one touching the bottom row to everyone rushing for the bottom row. Now we have a few
I think we
left.
just want a nice, easy closeout. So we're all gonna be like, oh, what?
Sure, sure. Well, luckily we have the final fact tile, so you'll have fun with that.
Ew. Way to ruin my day. Just kidding.
That's what I'm here for. Biology.
The head is hydrophobic.
I need a tile and 3.
Nucleic acids.
Guanine bonds with what other base?
Oh. I actually think that's it. Maybe not. I don't know. That's
You have 10 seconds.
If they say it's wrong, I'm
Hydrogen base.
Is it the asinine? Asinine? Why do you make me feel so sad?
Everything is done from a loving heart.
But you ignore us.
More like
Next
You
group.
like love. What? That was the only one.
Yeah. You'll get this done.
You like the body whatever thing?
Close, close.
That's what I said.
So, you gotta remember it in these simple letters: A bonds with T and G bonds with C. So it's cytosine. And what you were saying was adenine. So I put.
Wait, is the answer was the
I was making this while making lunch. There was a chicken in my hand while I was cooking. It is cytosine. I apologize. It is not guanine. It does not bond with itself. Adenine and thymine bond together, and RNA, adenine, and uracil bond together.
And there was a chicken.
Who just picked? Was you guys?
No, we'll do 300.
Nucleic acids stacked together to form one of the most important structures. What is it?
You guys know these. No, don't skip us yet. Don't skip us yet. We're gonna try at least. Just guess it. Just say it.
I don't know. I can't think of it.
Oh. It's.
I have a feeling you guys are way overthinking this one.
Well,
I'm not.
probably.
You're gonna get it wrong.
DNA.
DNA is the correct answer.
What?
That makes sense. Okay, don't look at You should have said it. You guys have so much faith that I know things and I don't.
You said like to pass it.
Yeah, you were. You're past.
What is the monomer of a protein?
That means like the roll.
No, that's just the
This one's tricky because it assumes that you know what a monomer is, which you do need to know. You have 5, 4, 3,
Is it brought it into
2. Next group.
Amino
Wait.
acids.
It is amino acids.
That makes sense.
That is giraffes.
Yeah.
And it is the giraffe's
You
turn.
can give it to. It won't change it.
Yeah. That's right.
That's not true. We have our final factile that's worth 500 points.
But I don't think the one oh okay.
get ice.
Nucleic acids.
What is a monomer of a nucleic acid?
All of these.
These are freebies. Free points. They should be.
Well, you should
They
know
should be.
science better than
I think I had them for viral.
So,
5 seconds.
Amino acids.
They are not proteins. Next group.
They get to sustain.
Three, two, one.
Nucleic.
Ooh, good one.
It is.
I didn't want to get it wrong, but I.
All right.
Any day. I got it.
Lemons.
Oh, what's that?
Tie it up.
Carbs or lipids? Which one do we want?
Yeah.
They're gonna be the moms.
Yeah.
All right.
Decision.
Carve it up.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
This is a remnants of something else I created earlier. I was not expecting that to
Were
be
you?
there, but
were you holding
it
a
does.
chicken when you made this question?
I was probably eating a piece of chicken, yes, but it is relevant. So you guys have 5 seconds.
Let's go for it.
Just say. You say it. Monomer is correct.
Yes.
Oh.
All right, you guys get the last one.
Okay.
Lipids are hydrophobic. What does that mean?
Somebody else want to
That it doesn't mix well with water.
There we go.
Nice. Nice.
Dang it. You guys, wow.
You guys get that one. Thank you.
All right, we have
Very
one.
generous.
What? What?
Oh.
Eh?
Not a wager.
Why are we the
Oh.
lowest down there?
Oh, it's the final factile.
It's Jeopardy. We're wagering.
We're wagering.
Why are they at different levels?
I don't actually. We didn't do this last time, so I have no clue
Oh
exactly how
yeah,
this
everyone
works.
knows that it's
All out.
Just for the hair.
Yeah.
Nothing.
What do you guys want to wager?
What is
Okay.
this?
We don't have nothing.
Yeah,
We have nothing to
Yeah, nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
What do you guys want?
Hold on. Everyone should just wager all.
Everyone
200.
Yeah, honestly, there's
No. 20.
Y'all share.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Right.
Also, some of us like
So who gets the question? We did, right?
I don't know how
No,
this.
we have nothing. We specific.
It should be one question.
Just in case it falls through, I need a representative from each group to come up here. I need one person from each group to come to the front.
Just in case they're all.
Just-
what do you mean by that?
I'll explain. I just need one person from each.
Or
But if you don't,
then they have to run back to the table because we're in a good spot.
Gets back.
All right. Remember that your points are on the wager. All right. How this is going to work is if it picks someone at random, then it picks someone at random. I don't know exactly how it works. If it does not, I will read the question, and whoever can raise their hand the fastest
Of the reps.
of the representatives will get the first shot at the question.
Oh,
So wait until after your question.
After I have explained the question, if I see movement before, disqualification. You're the last. All right.
Oh, my god.
Can we confer with our team?
Oh yeah.
Name the inputs and outputs of. Oh, there's movement. You guys, I did not finish.
Was it?
No. Dylan.
Oh, it was us. Okay.
Photosynthesis. Josh.
Yeah. Alright, so it brings in sunlight and carbon and breathes out oxygen.
And it outputs energy for the plant.
Yes.
Bless you.
Clockwise. Next group.
It brings in carbon and sunlight and water and sends out oxygen and sugar.
That is correct.
Oh,
Look at that.
Alright. Wait, why did we? Wait, you said there was a.
Okay, so you guys wagered 400, right?
Yes.
They won.
Yeah.
They got all of our points.
No.
Wait.
No,
Team draft.
they won.
Could you tell the answer again, please?
No, wait.
Intake.
Yeah, they were. You guys won.
They got it right.
Yeah.
Carbon.
Oh no. We didn't
It's-
guess.
The intake is carbon, water, and sunlight, and the output is oxygen and sugar.
Oh, it's fine. We didn't really get
I told you, it's anybody's game. It really is.
Yeah. Although, I still think we should have first credit. I'm just saying.
Got moving.
So is the flare better?